So how do you get the infection resistance perk? And especially, how do you get it for free? Well, the first thing you want to do is head to the interchange as soon as you can. And you want to get one extra atomic battery. So we want to pick up this free atomic battery, and we want to place it to get the interchange set online. And then we want to grab another one, assuming that we have one. And if you do not have one, you will have to either kill a robot, you'll have to do various quests, or you will have to trade Maisie, or I'm sorry, Molly. If you don't have a battery, you can actually trade Molly in Slattendale. Here's where she's located.
Hello again.
You'll probably have to trade a few extra weapons and grenades and things like this, but you can reasonably trade for one. Let's try, like, the rusty. Yeah, it's really not too bad. If you get, like, a few rusty guns and some grenades, you can get it pretty easily. So after we activate the center and we have our extra atomic battery, we're going to head over to Data Store C. And in Data Store C, we're going to deposit our atomic battery. And you're going to want to prepare to some degree for a fight. We're going to go up the stairs here. Now we can go this way. Run by the turrets. Get some grenades ready. If you have grenades, this does make the fight a little bit easier. There's gonna be some ferals. Now you can sneak by them if you are quick. You can also just not open the door too. But they're in that room. I believe there's some skill points in that room. But we're going to medical. That's really what we care about. So we open this quarantine door. Then we head into medical. This gets us started. So in order to do this quest, you do have to get to medical first. And then after you get to medical, you have to grab a very specific item. I'm going to see if I can sneak over to it. I think it's just right here. Yeah, so church cellar key. Holder is up to something. So you can grab that, but you really need the church cellar key. Now we're going to head back to Wyndham Village. Then we head back to Wyndham Village and enter the church, which is located right here. Now that we have that key, all we have to do is go into the basement, and there will be a cool blue man that will give us some things. And all we have to do is talk to him. You can explore, and there's quite a lot in here, so definitely do that, but the key to this video... Talk to Dr. Allen. Found a clue.
Before you, there's one. If you ever, it should give you the best of luck.
Before you go, training stimulants, but most importantly, experimental inoculation. So if we go to skills right now, we don't have anything new, right? But if we take the experimental inoculation, it unlocks infection resistance. It also unlocks healing boost, which is actually really good, and radiation resistance, which is just whatever. But you get a perk for free just by grabbing the key, going down here, and using this. This is one of the biggest things in the game. Also, it helps for several points in the game, one of which is required, where there is like ambient, we'll call it like spore damage from the infected regions, and it allows you to tank it a little bit better, so you take less damage and can survive easier. So it's just a generally powerful perk that you want to get as soon as possible, and it's free. So it's pretty huge value. You just gotta help out your boy. But that is it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you found this useful or interesting, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.